I am Vaibhav Digore and my teammates Sanket Pathak and Sumit Killare. We are here to present a mini project presentation on the topic named Decent Broker under the guidance of A.J. Umberkar sir. So let's see what it's about. So the objectives of our project are to provide high transparency in the field of user agreement between two parties, to prevent misuse of property, contracts, etc., to provide security and decentralization. So nowadays there is long process for agreement between two or more users with lots of paperwork. So our system helps this minimizing this with high efficiency by using blockchain technology. Let's see what type of user agreement different users can do. Firstly, a user agreement is an agreement made between the owner, administrator or provider of a web or mobile application based service and the user of such a service that defines rights and responsibilities of both the parties. Privacy policies, website terms and conditions, etc. are all examples of a user agreement which can be done with our application. So everyone might have questioned why blockchain technology. So blockchain reduces costs by eliminating manual processes. The speed of transaction and settlements through immediate distribution takes place very much fast. Blockchain has very much high security because of the use of cryptography. But time-stamping entries and sharing a common immutable ledger across the network, it reduces frauds. Blockchain reduces risk of single points of failure and attack through distributed network nodes. So the blockchain as an immutable and secure technology can be used to complete transactions typically requiring a centralized authority to authenticate the parties, verify that certain contract terms have been met, and execute certain contract terms or user agreement based upon their conditions. So let's see what is blockchain. A blockchain is an immutable timestamp series record of data that is distributed and managed by cluster of computers. Each of these blocks of data that is blocked is secured and bound to each other using cryptographic principles that is chain. Blockchain an especially promising and revolutionary technology because it helps reduce risk, stamps out fraud and brings transparency in a scalable way for different users. A blockchain exists out of blocks of data. These blocks of data are stored on nodes. Nodes can be of any kind of device, mostly computers, laptops, or even bigger servers. Nodes form the infrastructure of a blockchain. All nodes on a blockchain are connected to each other and they constantly exchange the latest blockchain data with each other, so all nodes stay up to date. They store, spread, and preserve the blockchain data, so theoretically the blockchain exists on nodes. A full node is basically a device like a computer that contains a full copy of the transaction history of the blockchain. What do nodes do? When a miner attempts to add a new block of transaction to the blockchain, it broadcasts the block to all the nodes on the network. Based on the block's conditions, nodes can accept or reject the block. When a node accepts a new block of transaction, it saves and stores it on top of the rest of the blocks it already has stored. In short, nodes check if a block of transaction is valid and which for storing blockchain transaction history. Nodes broadcast and spread this transaction history to other nodes that may need to synchronize with the blockchain. The role of miner is to secure the network and to process every transaction. Miners achieve this by solving a computational problem which allows them to chain together blocks of transactions. Blockchain consists of three important keys: block, hash, and nodes. So basically, blocks on the blockchain are made up of digital pieces of information. Especially, they have three parts. Blocks store information about transactions like date, time, etc. Blocks store information about who is participating in transactions. Blocks store information that distinguishes them from other blocks. Much like you and I have names to distinguish us from another, each block stores a unique code called hash that allows us to tell it apart from every other block. Hash. Hashes are cryptographic codes created by special algorithms. So every block has unique hash, which is also called as private key. So nodes form the infrastructure of a blockchain. They store, spread, and preserve the blockchain data. So theoretically, a blockchain exists on the nodes. A full node is basically a device like a computer that contains a full copy of the transaction history of the blockchain. So from the diagram, blocks are in the linked fashion. First block is known as Genesis block, as it is the starting of the block. So each block has three different fields, which is one is data, second one is every block has an unique hash ID, which is also called as private key, and previous hash. So here you can see that for the first block, hash ID is 1Z8F and previous hash is 0000. As it is the starting block, that's why the previous hash is null. So the second block has unique hash ID 6PQ1 and the previous hash is 1Z8F. So each block contains the hash of each block and the hash ID of previous block. So it is connected in this way it creates the chain of blocks, so named as blockchain. The reason why the blockchain has gained so much admiration is that its security. The data is cryptographically stored inside, so the blockchain is immutable, so no one can tamper with the data that is inside the blockchain. It is not owned by a single entity, hence it is decentralized. The block is transparent, so no one can track the data if they want to. That's it about the blockchain technology. Now my friend Sanket Pathak will tell you about the working of blockchain and implementation of our project.
Hello teachers, I am Sanket Pathak from third year IT. I am going to take next session and I am going to tell you the working of blockchain. In previous session, Vaibhav told you what is blockchain. So now I am going to explain working of blockchain. So you must have wondered where this data of blockchain is stored. So the data in the blockchain are stored in lot of people's computer. These are called nodes and they can be users or miner. Okay. So a miner is a one who validates the block, and user common people are user. So now when we want to store some data on blockchain, we have to create transaction. So user is generating the transaction in first step, and you can see if you want to store data on a blockchain, it has to be embedded in block, and this block is stored in a blockchain. So a block is created. Now this block is broadcasted to all nodes. In order that block to be added to blockchain, firstly it has to be validated by more than 50% of miners. So now as soon as this block is distributed to all miners try to mine this block. When this block is mined by some miner, then it gives signal to all miners that this block is mined by me, and other miners verified it. When it is verified by all the miners, this block is added to the blockchain, and this way our data is stored on the block. So this is the working of blockchain in short. Okay, next slide is. So now we will move towards next slide. So as you can see, now I am going to explain flowcharts of our project. So this is the first flowchart for user if he or she is not registered on our project. So first step is start. Then next step is activate MetaMask extension. So what is this MetaMask extension? So if you want to store your data in a blockchain, it is not free of cost. You have to give some ether. So this ether is a currency in the blockchain term. Okay. So MetaMask is a Chrome extension which allows us to donate ether. So we have to install MetaMask in our browser before accessing our project. So let's hope that MetaMask is installed. So now move towards web portal. So when user is not registered, he has two options. First, to see global page, and next is to create profile. So when user is not registered, he can see global page. So what is on our global page? A global page contains a list of various contracts. And next is create profile. So when user is not registered, basically he can only view our website. He can't do any kind of operation. So in order to do a operation, he has to create a profile. When his profile is created, he will be able to create a contract, or people will able to assign him a contract, and he can accept or reject whatever user want to do. So when he is on a global page, he can only view contract. He can do nothing else. So this will be the sorry, this will be the flow when user is not registered. So next diagram is if user is registered. So first three steps are same. MetaMask is installed and we have open our web portal. So when user is registered, he can create contract or people can assign him a contract. So the assigned contract, if he is agreed with assigned contract, then he can accept it, else he can reject it. He can view other contracts, okay, but they are only viewable. He cannot make changes in it. He can create contract and he can assign it to other people. And there is one feature that view people profile. While creating a profile, our app will take a personal information which is visible to public. So if I want to create a contact with some XYZ person, I will be able to check his profile in our app. So this is a view profile feature. Next is create contract. So while creating a contract, we have to add terms and conditions to our contract. We have to upload a file. So to upload a file, we have implemented IPFS, that is Interplanetary File System. What happens is IPFS, when we upload a file, this file is uploaded in parts to different nodes and one hash ID is generated. So we have to preserve that hash ID. When we want to retrieve this file, we will give our hash ID, and this file is given to us by blockchain. So we have used Infura API for IPFS. And while creating a contract, after a contract is created, before accepting or rejecting, both parties have options to chat. It means they can add suggestions like you have to change this. I'm not agreeing this. So they can add suggestion and make changes. So it's like it's visible to both parties. So this is a flow when user is registered. So next step is how to create a contract or agreement in our project. So first step is start a browser, then activate MetaMask and open web portal. So after that, it is going to check if you are registered or not. If you are not registered, you are not allowed to make a contract. So you have to create profile first in order to create contract. And if you are registered, you can move to create contract page where you can enter name. You have to enter beneficiary's name, means to whom you are assigning this contract. You can add description of contract, means what this is all about, what will be the content in it, and you can upload relevant files, means a document, paper or agreement and things. So this will be the process for creation of contract. So next is technologies. So we have used React.js as a front end, as a JavaScript framework for front end. We have used Solidity to create contract. What is contract? A contract is a piece of code which defines what will be the behavior of our app with respect to blockchain. Next is IPFS. As I have mentioned, IPFS is Interplanetary File System. It is used to store file on blockchain and retrieve file on from the blockchain. Next is Ethereum. This whole project is developed on Ethereum framework. Next is Node.js. Node.js is a runtime JavaScript runtime environment on a backend. And MetaMask, as I told you, it's a Chrome extension which it allows us to spend some ethers and create a transaction so that we can store our data on blockchain. These are some references that we have taken. So Sumit is going to explain you how does our project work. He is going to give you a full demo of our project. Thank you.
Hello teachers, I am Sumit Khilare from third year IT. To this session, I hope you got clear idea about what blockchain is, as Sanket Pathak and Vaibhav Digole explained it in previous sessions. Now we will see working of the Decent Broker project. So this is homepage of Decent Broker, and here you can see all the contracts created on this project. So here you can see there is one contract named Business Deal. So as it is in red color, so this shows that this contract is not accepted from Vaibhav Digole side. And if the contract is in green color, then it means the contract is accepted from both the sides. To view the contract, we just have to click on the view contract button. So this is the details page of the particular contract. These two are address of receiver and manager address. These are the MetaMask addresses of receiver and manager respectively. This is the name of the contract and date and time of the contract. Sanket Pathak is the manager of the contract and Vaibhav Rigole is the receiver for this particular contract. Download link is also present for some files and resources related to this contract. Let's go to view profile. So here you can see it is showing us the warning that you don't have an account. Please create an account. So as you can see in MetaMask ID, my MetaMask ID, I have this address and my name is Sumit Killare. So I don't have created any account on this project. So first of all, in order to create some contracts, I need to create an account. Let's create an account by clicking on create account button. So here we need to specify our details such as name, email address, residential address, mobile number and profession. So I will fill it quickly. After all the details are filled perfectly, we need to create the account. So just click on create button here. So here you can see we got a pop-up from MetaMask and this says we have to pay this much amount of Ether. So just click on confirm button to create our profile. It will take some time as it is committing a transaction on a blockchain and this transaction will be mined by miners. So it will take some time. After creating our profile, it will redirect us to home page. So let's go and see our view profiles tab. So here you can see new user is added with the name Sumit Khilare. So if in order to view the any user's profile, we have to click on view profile button. So here you can see name of the user, mobile number, Gmail address, residential address and profession. These are the details of the user. So this green button shows that this is my account and this blue button shows that these are other users' account. So just let's go and create a new contract. For creating a new contract, just click on create contract button. It will redirect us to new page where we can create a new contract. So here we have to specify manager name, receiver name, info about the contract and we have to upload a file related to this contract. So manager name, here I will put my name. Receiver name, in this field we have to put the name of the receiver with which we want to create a contract. So I want to create the contract with Sanket Pathak. Info of the contract. Let's say I have info of the contract is just the name of the contract. So I will put a name as contract 1.0. Here we have to choose a file. Let's choose a file from our computer. So I have choose the contract 1.0 file. Let's upload this file. So this file is uploaded successfully. Then we need to create this contract. So just click on create button. As you can see, we got the pop-up from MetaMask. And we need to confirm this transaction as we did for creating a profile. So as you can see, this button is still not showing properly because this transaction is in work. So this will get mined from miners and as when the transaction is successfully added to the chain of the blockchain, we will redirect it to our home page. So as you can see, our contract 1.0 is successfully created and as the status shows, it is not accepted and the manager of the contract is Sumit Kildare, receiver is Sanket Pathak. So let's go to Sanket Pathak's MetaMask account. So let's go to view profiles. So as you can see, Sanket Pathak's profile is showing green button because I am on Sanket Pathak's MetaMask ID, MetaMask address. So we don't need to give a username or password for this project because every user contains a unique MetaMask address, and by enabling to this his MetaMask ID, we can fetch that address. So we don't need to give a username and password for every user. So let's go to Assign button. So here you can see contract 1.0 is assigned to Sanket Pathak. So it is showing contract 1.0 here. Let's go to Created button. So here you can see business deal contract was created by Sanket Pathak. So it is showing in Created Contracts page. Let's go to All button. Here you can see the contracts which are created and assigned to the particular user. So business deal was created by Sanket Pathak and contract 1.0 was assigned to Sanket Pathak, and the manager of contract 1.0 was Sumit Khilare, as we have seen previously. So just let's go to view contract. So these are the details of the contract 1.0, and here you can see accept contract button is available. So this accept contract button is available only for the receiver. So Sanket Pathak is receiver and he is logged into this project by his MetaMask address. That's why we are getting this accept contract button. And this accept contract button will not be visible for any other users. So this is the download link. Let's go and download the resources. So here you can see the agreement details. By reading all the agreement details, the receiver can decide whether to accept the contract or do not accept the contract. Let's go back. So here is the add suggestions block. Receiver and manager can discuss some project related things from here. I will just type OK, I will accept. And just click the add button. So this will, again we have to commit the transaction as we are changing something on the blockchain or adding some new data on the blockchain. So let's go to view suggestion. So here you can see, OK, I will accept is the message from the receiver, and manager also can communicate it from here, and the messages of the manager will be shown here. So let's go back. And now we will accept the contract. So for accepting this contract, after reading all the resources and validating this contract, we just have to click on accept contract button. So again, MetaMask will show a pop-up and we have to confirm the transaction. Just click on confirm. As you can see, that we have accepted the contract. Now just let's refresh the page. And you can see we do not have any add suggestion block, and accept contract button is also vanished because this contract is now accepted and we cannot change anything in this contract now onwards. Either manager or receiver cannot change anything. So let's go to the global contracts. So here you can see the color of the contract is changed to green. So this contract is accepted, and the date and time also will be updated as the contract is accepted. So that's all for the Decent Broker project. Thank you.